Pearce. It takes 20 minutes by tripper boat to get to the most northwesterly of the group, Bryher, which is a very quiet place indeed. On the sheltered eastern side, there's a church, of course, and one pub, the Fraggle Rock. On the remoter, wilder western coast, which faces out onto the Atlantic, making a living can be very tough. Caroline and Richard Pearce may live in an idyllic location, but keeping the cash coming in is a constant struggle. Caroline has occasional work as a seamstress for the local hotel and timeshare cottages.
I think you just try and turn your hand to everything. And it's actually really good because you think, oh, I need to make some money, what can I do now? And then you just try your hand at something new, which maybe, if you had a regular income, you wouldn't try all these things.
Richard has the kind of journey to work most commuters can only dream of. He paints in a studio converted from an old gig shed on the beach. Because each picture takes so much time, they have to sell at hundreds of pounds a go. This year, visitors stopping by the gallery are reluctant to pay those kinds of prices. So Richard's planning a new idea to turn the best of his pictures into little packs to sell as postcards.
The idea is to produce something that people can afford, to create something for people to take home and use as presents.
So for £1 or £2, you can take away a little bit of Scilly and your work back home with you and then use it for friends.
Absolutely. What we're going to do is we're going to sit down with a bottle of wine and go through all the images that I've got.
How many have you got?
Hundreds. It is a bit of a gamble, really, because, you know, we're sort of sailing close to the wind on this because it is quite a lot of money involved for us, and it's got to work. They all need to sort of go nicely together, so we're going to have to bring in somebody to do all the design work for us.
For the help he needs, Richard's looking across to the mainland, to the North Cornish fishing port of Poltreath. Here you'll find the home of a woman who over the years has developed an unusual link with the Isles of Scilly. Bo Lemm is a highly regarded graphic designer and desktop publisher who's been helping out a number of small businesses and artists across on the islands. And she has the skills to turn Richard's postcard idea into a reality. How do you know Richard Pearce? Because let's face it, he's living in a pretty remote place, isn't he? What's the connection?
Well, I met Richard, it must be about 6 years ago now, when I went on a holiday and stayed in his cottage. Him and Caroline's cottage in the old schoolhouse, and that's just how we made the connection. He realised that I did some work on the islands anyway, and he's started to use me for a little bit of design work, which is fantastic.
What do you think of his work?
Oh, I find it really fascinating, and the way he captures the light on the sea, and obviously because he's there 24/7 and he can just look out and see the seasons roll over and the weather roll over him. He just seems to capture that really well. I just really like the graphic element that he has within it. I really hope that it works because, you know, like you say, he's out on a limb. So I'm just really hoping that this takes off for him.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Probably the best known of the smaller Isles of Scilly is Tresco. It's beautifully maintained and boasts one of the finest subtropical gardens in Europe. Apart from St Mary's, Tresco is the only other island to have a landing strip. Today, amongst the visitors, Bo the designer is arriving from the mainland for a number of appointments with island clients, including the artist Richard Pearce. And Bo's fiancé Dave's come along to share her fabulous journey to work. From Tresco, it's a short boat trip across to Bryher.
Hi, Caroline, how you doing?
There are no cars here, so Richard's wife Caroline's waiting to pick them up on the quad.
You remember Dave, don't you?
Yeah, with your speckled spots.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Oh, this is good.
Beautiful day.
Back on Bryher, Bo is going through the proofs of her packs of postcards with Richard and Caroline.
Wow, we've been waiting for this for a while, haven't we, Caroline?
Well, I don't know, she's been pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, I don't mean that. Yeah, beg your pardon, yeah. What I mean is with excitement and anticipation.
Cool.
This is fantastic. Just what I wanted. Excellent. What do you reckon, Caroline?
I really like the colour at the back.
Yep. The colours are fantastic. I really like the way that you've managed to reproduce the colours from those original ones. You know, nice blues there. Yep.
It'll look much better when it's printed properly.
Yeah, I realise that.
Yeah, and the cards.
The colours will be much more
Yeah,
vibrant.
and this is...
Yeah.
And more solid.
Yeah.
So, Richard, this is the first time you've seen the proofs. What do you think of them?
I haven't seen this. I'm really pleased with it.
I'm so happy. And one of my best customers, I reckon. I've come out and visit you guys over here. It's just so wonderful. So, yeah, I'm really pleased you like it. And I'll get it off to print.
Lovely.
It would have been a bit of a downer if you'd come all this way and he'd said he didn't like it.
Well, yeah, but the views are okay.
How much money is this cost?
Well, it's going to probably cost us, I think it's probably, I don't think we'll have a lot of change out of 3,000.
Really? Just for these packs?
Yep.
Is that your joint money or is that his money or is that your money?
Everything we have, we share.
Ooh.
So if this goes wrong...
If this goes wrong,
I'll be in the doghouse.
we'll be having a lean winter.
Then Bo and Dave snatch a few moments alone to enjoy the island. Their visit has prompted an idea they've been thinking about for a while.
It's a special place for us. We've come here a few times together, and last time we were here, on Valentine's Day, Bo proposed to me, being a leap year.
She actually proposed to you here?
That's right, on
Tresco.
On Tresco.
And I'd be a fool to have said no. And we are contemplating getting married here on the islands, because it is...
You want to get married on Scilly?
We're thinking about it. It is such a special place.
I'd love to do it. I think it's the sort of the logistics really of getting all of our family from all over the place to here, but it's something that we're definitely considering. And
We could get married here and have a party on the mainland.
yeah, have a party in Cornwall when we get home. That'd be quite good fun.
So that'd be a bit of a dream come true.
It would be amazing.
It would be lovely. It would be lovely.